Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. It is I, Barsoap64, and today I have another World of Tanks replay. And guys, this is the most amazing replay I have on my channel thus far, and I go as far as to say it's probably one of the best replays I will ever have on this channel for many reasons, but one of them is Muskie's performance and the overall outcome at the end of this. This was sent in by Muskyowen, a close friend of mine, as you all know from the previous videos on my channel. And this is an encounter battle on El Haluf. As most of you tankers know, the Waffenträger LP100 was removed recently with the new update and replaced by this new Tier 10 German tank destroyer, the Grill 15, which follows down the same line as the RHM and eventually took over for the Waffenträger, as I stated earlier. So I was actually having some problems with my graphics prior to filming this. After the update took place, all my graphics were all willy-nilly, and the actual game wouldn't even run properly. It would be crashing on me. I had upwards to 10 frames on the exact same settings that I was using before the update, so I don't know if that was the update's fault or my own computer's fault. I updated some graphics drivers earlier and actually had to roll back to fix the issue, and now I'm sitting at a healthy, I would say healthy 40 FPS on average, which is still a little bit lower than it was before. So I don't believe World of Tanks upgraded the graphics, but they could have caused me a bit of trouble. So right off the bat, Muskie has moved his way along the one line, and he's now going to support the team that's all pushed up here, and actually the majority of the enemy team ends up pushing this whole side of the map anyway, so Muskie has a good idea of positioning himself up here. An E75 shows up. First shot Muskie takes goes right into him for a healthy amount of damage. He's got to pull back and wait for this reload. Even though this tank has a very good gun now, it still has terrible armor, and so he's got to watch out for that. The turret does not move, does not rotate completely around 360 degrees, but the new tank here actually has the ability to get up to 60 kilometers per hour, which is a gigantic advantage, especially with this Tier 10 being such a heavy asset as a tank already. Now Muskie's taking aim at the T-49 and gets a beautiful shot into him, just over 700 damage, and the RHM manages to kill him just after that shot. Muskie's got to wait for his reload. The reload isn't actually quite that long, and he's got his eyes on the RHM, and he's not going to take his eyes off this target. He wants a good damage shot into the RHM, and he's going to take it. Waits for the RHM to peek, gets a nice shot into the RHM, and now he's got to pull back as he's spotted again. The Waffenträger LP100 was actually nerfed multiple times before they decided to remove it and replace it with the Grill, but I do not think this is going to shut up the complainers, because this Grill 15 is Muskie went as far as to tell me himself that he believes it is a little bit OP, not quite as OP as the Waffenträger was, because this one obviously doesn't have the autoloader of the Waffenträger, but it's definitely got a lot of places to kick in the front door of the enemies. So Muskie was playing defensively earlier, and now he's decided to pick up his game and get much more aggressive. He wants to push forward. They are losing 4-2. He wants to get these damage rolls going. So he took a shot at that T11 OE4 and actually took a hit from their T54, and then shortly after the Grill 15. So now Muskie's lost a good majority of his hit points, around 1,000 hit points. So he's still got a decent amount, but not enough to be super aggressive. Not that this tank had amazing armor to begin with. Fires up a shot at his T11 OE3, gets a nice shot into him. Muskie checking back at the Waffenträger Panzer IV on the other flank. Backing up, we're going to switch over to free cam here. So now he's going to loop back around. They're still losing. He's still getting spotted by people he can't see, and he's got to be careful now that his health isn't quite as high. He goes up and he actually takes aim and fires at where the Waffenträger Panzer IV was last spotted, as you can see on the mini-map here over at B6. He fired. I don't believe that shot hit. And now he's going to loop back around to assist the E-75 in his endeavors to take down the few remaining on this far flank. The Object 704 is still spotted, and the IS-3 is also over there assisting the Object 704. Muskie gets a beautiful shot underneath the carcass of the E-75 and takes the IS-3 out of the game. Waiting on that reload. Muskie's just urgently waiting to hop into this battle. They lost their E-75. Muskie looking for a clear shot, sees the Object 704, fires, hits the gun mantlet, and sadly doesn't do any damage to that Object 704. Backs off as a reload takes place. Muskie's T-11 OE-5 moving into support. Muskie reloads, fires on the Waffenträger Panzer IV, sets him on fire, does a critical amount of damage to him, and now he's just waiting on the reload. But the T-11 OE-5 on Muskie's team takes him away. Muskie debating as to which way he should move, if he should go and cover the side that he had just came from with the Tortoise, or if he should continue down the line. He makes the decision to continue down the A line and assist the E-5 on his team. That Object 704 still posing a decent threat. The E-5 took a big hit, and now he's chasing the Object 704. That E-5 is in critical danger if he stays out in the open. Muskie takes aim at their Grill 15 and gets a nice shot into him, and just after taking that shot, actually got hit from behind from the enemy Grill 15. Muskie is now at 153 hit points. He's got to be very low. He's got to clutch this situation if he's going to get out of here. He's got to be very careful. A nice shot at the Grill 15, set him on fire. That Grill 15 seemed to have a automatic fire extinguisher, and the fire went out instantaneously. But the Grill 15 makes yet another mistake, waiting to aim up properly before firing at Muskie. And there goes the other Grill 15 firing a shot just over top of him. That Grill 15 didn't notice Muskie. He should have been a little bit more vigilant on keeping Muskie in his views. He didn't notice Muskie go back around the bend there and didn't expect the surprise attack. Muskie goes up to support the Tortoise. Beautiful shot into the T-54 Mod 1. Muskie believes that the Tortoise has it under control, so he's going to go back. I believed he was going to go back to his original location, but actually he stays put up here, assuming that their Grill 15, which was last spotted on the minimap at D6, he fears that he might actually flank around and try to get a shot into him. And now that his health is so low, he definitely can't take that risk. But he sees that the Grill hasn't made much movement along the ridge as of right now. Seeing that this vehicle is fairly speedy, he finds it safe to move up and get away to help out the Tortoise once again, and gets a nice shot in the back of the T-54 Mod 1, who didn't see anything coming. Muskie now running on 4 kills. Had a very successful game so far. Pulled his team through a very risky slot at the beginning of the match. We're actually seeing that the enemy was likely to win at the beginning, but thanks to Muskie's aggressive playing and support of the team, he's managed to bring it up to a 3/1 ratio for his team. So Muskie's waggling. He's still actually in somewhat a defensive state, fearing that that Grill 15 that was once again spotted over at D6 has made his way over here. But as you can tell, there's no sign of him being anywhere over this side of the map as of right now. So Muskie decides to carefully maneuver around the edges of the ridge line and move up towards the last known location with the Tortoise. This gun on the Grill 15 actually has an unbelievable velocity. It can actually, it seems like no matter how far away the target is, the shell gets to him in a matter of a few seconds. Completely different than a lot of the other guns. And Muskie was telling me himself that he finds it greatly helpful to be able to fire a shot and have it hit your target from no matter how far across the map you are. So Muskie coming up on the final decisions here of the game. Being very conscientious of his health, being it very low once again, as I stated earlier. He's going to peek around these ridge lines ever so carefully. He doesn't want to run into that grill 15. He could be anywhere within these ridges, and you don't want to take the chance at this when the stakes are this high in this battle. Hesitantly checking corners, using the speed of the tank to quickly get behind more cover and check the next area. Coming up on the last known location of the grill 15 shortly up here at D6. Muskie decides he's going to go scout out the original location just in case he hasn't moved. And sure enough, he has not. The grill 15 is still in his exact same location from earlier, hiding, hasn't taken any extra shots. Doesn't see Muskie, and Muskie gets a nice shot to take him out of the game and finish the game up with a 15-12 game in favor of Muskie's team. Alrighty guys, here are the after battle results. Muskie had a heck of a game. He got the Ace Tanker, Bruiser, Duelist, Fighter, Fire for Effect, as well as the High Caliber. A whopping 94,867 credits and 2,013 experience with a premium account, mind you. Now in the team score, this is where Muskie takes the cake. A whopping 9,340 damage with this Grill 15, the new replacement of the Waffenträger Ulf E100. 5 kills and a base XP of 1,342 if he did not have a premium account. And the final result, even after all the repairs and resupply for the ammunition on this tank, he still managed to get almost 12,000 credits. And this is with a tier 10 tank, mind you. He did an amazing job. I hope this proves that the Grill 15 is undeniably a very decent asset and ally on the field. Considering it's replaced the Waffenträger Ulf E100 due to all the complaints towards it being so overpowered that it needed to be removed, I think Wargaming did an amazing job of filling it in. But it will definitely not silence the haters because this thing definitely got a lot of kick to it. People aren't going to like the type of damage that this thing can pull out. But hopefully people like Muskie, who already had the Waffenträger Ulf E100 before it was removed, will continue to have fun with it, and hopefully people won't complain too much about it, and we'll be able to keep this thing in the game. So thank you all for watching one of the most amazing replays I'll ever have for you on my channel. If you enjoyed it, please go down in the comments, let me know what you'd like to see, let me know how much you liked it. If you didn't like it, I don't care, go ahead and dislike it. But I'll definitely see you guys next time. Bar Soap out.